48 people have been interviewed about Phillip Schofield and his relationship with a younger man. And Phillip Schofield and the younger man have not been interviewed. And it seems to have worked out that the investigation has concluded that ITV did everything they could to establish what was going on. And various newspapers have reported this morning that Phillip Schofield has stepped out to take the air, although he didn't testify because this was a danger to his health, to his mental health. He has gone on record saying that the relationship he had was unwise but not illegal, and the presiding barrister said, "I have no doubt that senior management are absolutely wedded to the importance of an open culture, but this culture is still not filtering down to junior employees, many of whom remain convinced that to speak out will have a detrimental effect on their careers. Only one person to whom I spoke had any knowledge of the affair between Schofield and the junior colleague prior to May 2023, and they knew about it in 2021. And that former junior employee did not report the knowledge at the time, nor did others report suspicions from much earlier in 2017. ITV's management made considerable efforts to determine the truth about the alleged relationship between Schofield and the runner, following on from a publication of a story in the Sun newspaper in early December 2019. However, in the face of the denials of the individuals involved, ITV was unable to uncover the relevant evidence of Schofield's admission in late 2023. And she says, "I am satisfied that the runner's promotion to a role of production secretary on another daytime program had nothing to do with Phillip Schofield. Further, the only agreement between ITV and that runner under which he was paid any settlement sum was a standard agreement ending the employment relationship dated the 31st of January 2021. After the story broke in 2019, ITV tried to do everything it could to help the runner and provided significant additional support to him, even in May 2023, despite his employment having ended." Well, it all seems hunky-dory then, doesn't it? One person goes off into the sunset, having suffered hugely, and the other person goes off down to Dorset or Devon or wherever it is he's hiding, and although he has been seen today, and we've got two careers in tatters because ITV doesn't know how to manage its affairs. In that ITV isn't greatly different from the BBC, but it could be so much better. It could be doing so much more, and it's not just about snooping on what its employees are doing. It's about setting standards of behaviour that are compatible with being in public life and setting an example. It's also about not putting so much additional stress on the individuals who are fronting programs. I think the expectations that are placed on the hosts of This Morning, the hosts of ITV and BBC shows, particularly when they become synonymous with the shows themselves, are astonishingly high. It's a big difference between being the host of a chat show in the evening and being the person that people wake up to in the morning, who is the face and the identity of this juggernaut of a magazine program. And I think ITV and BBC and, for example, other newer television channels like GB News and Talk TV need to get together, and Channel 4, and work out what exactly is the minimum requirement And what exactly is the minimum pressure that can be put on a host? What is expected of a host who is going to be daily in somebody's living room? Because that's the reality. The reality is you're inviting this person into your home. Is this a person who, with all his or her fads and foibles and idiosyncrasies which come with the with a career in show business, is this a person you want to be waking up to in the morning? And if the answer is no, well, then maybe the television companies need to think again about the format and about what is being offered. Now, I'm not suggesting that the person who is employed, the people who are employed to front these big early morning magazine shows, that these people should be as pure as driven snow, or indeed bland. I think there's a lot to be said for entertainment and a certain amount of raciness, but it comes with responsibility, and I don't think it comes with the sort of secrets that Phillip Schofield, Hugh Edwards, and others seem to have been toying with. And I think that's the balancing act, and I don't think the television channels have sufficiently identified the problem, and therefore I don't think the individuals involved can be held that responsible for their failure. I also think that the television channels should go significantly further to help the people they have put into these extraordinary and impossible positions. And I don't think they're doing so. I think they're hiding behind contracts, they're hiding behind investigations, they're hiding. And I don't think that's terribly attractive. They've made a lot of money out of Schofield. They've made a lot of money out of these other people. And this would go for Dan Wootton as well. Dan Wootton, in so many ways, became the face of GB News. And again, did the channel know what it was getting into? Did Dan Wootton know what he was getting into? There isn't room for a private, secret life at that level of exposure, and that's the trade. It's like entering a monastery. It's like taking a religious vow. That is the trade-off. It's vocational, and if you're not prepared to do that, get out of the business. Go and do something else, because there's plenty of opportunities for an actor and a performer, but not in this format. This format requires something different. And, if you go back, it's certainly possible to do it. And I can think of many stars who defined early evening comfort. Harry Seacon, Valerie Singleton. These are maybe these are people who dominated my childhood. Roy Castle, Leonard Sachs, and why are they missing? Why is the same sort of? These people had enormous personality, but it wasn't eclipsed by their private life. And the television companies today seem to be looking for somebody who is sort of bland and pretty, and they assume they don't have secrets. Bland and pretty comes at a cost.